Hey guys, it's Technology Freak. I wanted to talk about something that is a little bit... I don't want to upload a video to my main channel yet. I might do that later. But for this video, I'm going to talk about an MP3 player. That while based on Android, it does not have any app download support. Instead, it has features like a calendar, a voice recorder, a internet radio, that's kind of it. I mean, it has more functions, but it's
3:15.
Speech muted.
Its accessibility settings are not, well, they're kind of all over the place. The screen reader it uses, it's basically called Engine. Yeah, very generic, voice engine, or voice settings. And it has a voice that reads out the options to you. And someone told me about this. Shout out goes to someone named LeBron. I'm not sure what his actual name is, but it's using Catherine, a voice from iFlatech. It's a Chinese English voice, but it's still like it's Chinese, but yet it's English. Okay, it's a Chinese manufacturer. Like it's, I believe Chinese people coded it, but it's an English-speaking voice, which is pretty darn cool if you ask me. It's for almost $30. It's not even $30. It's not even $25. It's very cheap, supposedly. And if you set it right, if you have it formatted right, the SD card that is, you can put up to a 128 gigabyte card in there, or any size card you might want to throw in there. It's also got a book reader. It's got a TXT file reader, or text file reader. And not only that, 16 gigabytes of internal memory. RAM, probably 1 or 2 gigabytes. It's probably got an FM radio. It's got, I believe it's got a calculator on there. Like, jeez. I'd have to go back and look, but it's really, really cool. And the settings, there's not too much. It's not really like categorized. There's no accessibility heading. You gotta look for the settings. Again, for screen reader accessibility on the device, it's voice options or voice settings. And you find the engine, I guess, toggle, and you toggle it to on. See, it's a Chinese-made product, but it's a cool product nonetheless, and you can find it on Amazon for not even $25. Amazing. But yeah, pretty cool. If you would like to get something like that, by all means, do it. But I don't have it myself, but it would be a really cool device. It would be like a mini Victorator Stream or stench player in your hands. Now, of course, it doesn't do as much as the Victorator Stream or the stench player, of course, because of its price point. But it's like, it's not like I don't think it has the accessibility on. I don't think it has the screen reader on by default. It has to be turned on, like everything else. You'd have to turn on your Wi-Fi, you can connect headphones, you can probably, and I do mean probably, update the device. I don't know for sure. It has a 250 milliamp hour battery, which can last up to 80 hours on a full charge. Wow. But because of how low powered it is, it's not surprising. 80 hours? That's longer than any phone. Some Android phones can last on standby. And this is not on standby. It'll last 80 hours. So hold on, let me think about this. 24, 48, 72. Over 3 days of operation. If you want to be frank. So almost 3.5 days. $250 milliamp hour battery. That is like insane. We're not talking about 2,000, we're talking about 250. And no, I'm not saying it because of Bop It, no. It literally is kind of cool. You cannot record video, you can only play media. You can play video files that are audio. And it being less than what it would be, I'm surprised you can find accessible entertainment that low. Usually these devices don't even mention accessibility. But if someone would have kind of pointed out that, hey, this device has accessibility, well, cool. It's not Accessibility Awareness Day, but hey, it's cool nonetheless. Every product has to have some sort of accessibility, am I right? I mean, look at the Olympus recorder that I reviewed and did tutorials on. You have to literally find the accessibility settings. Like voice guidance, you have to find that under display and sound. You have to find the, what was that other thing? It wasn't invert colors, it was something else. I have to look back, but the other setting that does something visually. But those are the only accessibility settings. There are font settings on the MP3 player. But for, something for like $20-something that has pretty much decent accessibility, I'm like, wow. Got a USB cable, has headphones, a user manual, the device itself, and it supposedly comes with a removable battery. Bonus. And the company, it's kind of hard to say because of it being Chinese and all that jazz. So don't. Oh, wait a minute. The other accessibility setting of the Olympus, it's contrast. It does something to something. It does something with the colors or something. It does something. But yeah, contrast and voice guidance. Those are the accessibility settings on the Olympus recorders. But as far as like, oh geez. But yeah. The company name is for that MP3 player. The company name is SUNGOOYUE. SUNGOOYUE. Yeah, I told you it's Chinese. SUNGOOYUE. Also known as a sunshine recorder. I think that's what it would translate to. But it does record, it does do media playback, it does some other stuff. But if you're looking for something that does internet radio, media playback, voice recording, calendar, and other stuff, that's the device to get. It's a less than $30 product that is overlooked in today's smartphones, tablets, smartwatches. Even though I did find a Zeitgeist talking watch that can do voice recordings and compass, maybe a calendar, stopwatch, and other things for about $380 or $400 something, but that's way expensive. But anyway, I'm more focused on an MP3 player that can do a lot of different things. 15 items in the menu, including a settings menu. Yeah. It'll say open when it's on, or I guess closed when it's off, I would suppose. That's what I'm trying to figure out, but I'm not, that's what I'm trying to figure out in my head, if it actually says that. But it's got a built-in speaker if you want to listen to your stuff out loud. It has a screen on it so that people that want to use it can use it. It's not for the blind specifically, but it is accessible for the blind. It's not like, apparently a school for the blind can get them out as well. Because they're so cheap and easy to make. That thing's made of plastic, by the way. But what can you expect for a less than $25 device? It's, from what I hear, it's so cool. Running Android, I believe it's running 9, Android 9. But what you need it, but what it's used for, you're not going to have to worry about security all that much. Because all you're basically doing for internet is internet radio and internet ebooks or audiobooks. Yeah, you can listen to audiobooks. But yeah, seriously, that is a really cool device. Anyways, I'm done, guys.